This is. So I don't even know episode. I never know episode.
I think it's terrible.
Alright, yeah, we don't.
I love it though.
We don't do the intro. Yeah,
That's gonna be the trend.
So we here though. I think I'm gonna just say episode 10. I think we episode 10.
Alright.
But it's like a new season though, Jesse. So I guess it's episode 1.
Look here.
It's a new episode.
Y'all just know we here.
It's a new episode. We're here
and
back.
It's another episode.
On Spurlock's block.
The fuck?
And yeah. We got a special guest today for the first episode back. Appreciate everybody sticking with us, as we go through the revamp and everything, get all the logistics together. But we got a special guest I'm excited to talk to today. Got my boy KAZI here.
Yes,
Appreciate you for stopping by the block, bro. Yeah, so bro dropping the tape December 30th. And we gonna get into it today.
Tape, EP, or album? Like, what do you want to like?
By definition, it's an EP.
Okay.
By definition, it's EP. It's short. It's only 6 songs.
Okay.
That's bad.
I just didn't want to, call it the wrong thing because I always,
I appreciate that.
especially with Apple Music, they don't like to. They real weird about that shit. Like they just post it and not have like the name of what it is and everything. I'm just like, man, tell me exactly what it is so I can know.
Nah, for sure though. It's like a discrepancy with like our generation, so niggas don't be knowing what to call shit. It's just different.
Cause I feel like music come out so fast now, so it's like you never know really what it is.
I don't like that either.
The artists don't even be knowing what they be putting out sometimes.
Yeah, no, facts.
Definitely.
Facts.
Definitely.
they just drop shit. But you got a manager though, so that's like I feel like that's a good thing in a sense because you got somebody that can you already know what you're doing, but you got someone else that can tell you, okay, like this how you do it in a structured fashion, so that way you can get to those higher levels of like artistry and just like you just growing yourself because it just come with having a team. I always tell people like you gotta have a unit, somebody with you. So.
Literally got to, because even if you know what you're doing, you can't do everything yourself. And I had to learn that, bro. Like I grew up, like I got siblings, but I grew up like an only child, bro. I'm not used to even fucking with like, you know what I'm saying, like outsourcing for certain shit, bro. So like it takes adjusting to, and that nigga tell me that shit a lot. Like it's only gonna be hard if you're trying to do it yourself.
You from out here? You from Virginia?
He from Richmond, yeah. He grew up in Jackson Ward.
Oh, word.
My dog. Shout out Fleet. That's my dog.
Shout out
He a
Fleet.
cool ass nigga, man.
Shout out Fleet.
Does he manage anybody else or is it just you?
Yeah, he be fucking with Luke Castro. He from the Bronx, and he fuck with Ryder. My nigga Ryder, he from Maryland. They both battle rappers too though. But they nice though.
Have you ever thought about battle rapping?
Nah, it ain't for me.
Why not though?
Not for me, bro. That
They
shit.
get a little disrespectful.
Not like I'm a tough guy or nothing, bro, but I'm sensitive, bro. Like,
Don't talk to me like that.
I just don't know what to do up there, bro. Like, I wouldn't. That just ain't for me, bro. I'm gonna let them have that shit.
I always said with battle rap, like I know for a fact if somebody says one thing wrong, I'm gonna snuff them right there.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna snuff them
like,
right
bro,
there.
niggas be touching on some real sensitive shit, bro. Like,
Dude.
I fucked your mom.
Whoa,
Like, they be wildin', bro.
and you can't do nothing. You just gotta sit there and take it.
Because that's how you eat. That's how they pay their bills, bro.
Yeah, man, that jumps be. I like all them. What's the jumps? The like with rock and surf.
The Smack URL Jones.
It's just crazy.
My niggas be on Smack too.
I grew
My
up
niggas got
on Smack, boy. That used to be my shit,
Yeah, I
boy.
feel like that was the spot.
YouTube, you know how niggas say they used to always be on YouTube? That's what I'm watching. Smack URL, bro.
That shit, I had a tough little wave of that shit too.
That's how J-Rock became my favorite battle rapper.
My favorite battle rapper, Mike, is Geechee Gotti.
Okay, little twist with it, because everybody gonna say rock, but yeah, okay, Geechee be having some, Geechee be talking some shit too though, for real.
Some crazy shit.
Yeah. Well, let's get into you though. So, talk about just like what made you get into the rapping. Just tell everybody who is KAZI.
Alright, for sure. I appreciate that shit, bro. So I always wanted to do music. Like I always knew I wanted to do music, but what was important to me was finding something that was like profitable in my adult years, like something that was just a little bit more realistic. Like I hooped growing up, so I always was like basketball gonna get me to college and whatever college is what college gonna be type shit. Basketball ain't get me to college. I didn't finish college because I ain't had bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
understandable.
it's like, and music, I was still doing music, but it wasn't from like a professional perspective. So it was like the more shit kept falling in my lap. I'm like, bro, I just need to like. It's just feeling like that's what the world keep bringing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so niggas put their head down, my head first. For real.
You started making music, you said, in college?
Nah. Okay. So yeah, my bad. I didn't even touched on a lot of shit.
You good.
Goddamn. So at first, I was like, I wanted to make beats. Like I was a producer. Like I've been getting subscription emails from Full Sail University since like 2008. Like I've always wanted to do music in real life. Like
that commercial could be hard though. I ain't gonna
you
lie.
feel me?
Like, regular college. Shoot.
That shit look lit.
For
like,
real though. I'm like, do what I want to do.
Do I really want to do it? You feel
Exactly.
me? Like, cause that shit's crazy.
That's
bro.
where the money was spent at for real. That's what the topic right there.
Yeah, bro.
So you started with beats.
Yeah, and I met niggas in high school. When I got to high school, I met niggas that was rapping and putting music out. And that it just made shit seem so realistic to me. And I was ghostwriting for a little minute. You know what I mean? For one of the niggas that I had met, I was helping niggas write. Yeah. And I wasn't a rapper yet. Like, I'm still, like, I just love music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still just involved in that shit. It just always gravitated towards me. Like, so, eventually, one day I just wrote a song, bro, and it was, like, over. Like, I called that nigga, like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing with this, but I need to do something more than what I've been doing type shit. And the song wasn't good for real, but I knew that it was more than what you know what I'm saying?
What everybody else was putting out at the
Yeah,
time.
I knew I had something when I wrote that shit. Like
you had that feeling.
I
like
knew
this,
I had something, so I that's when I started locking in on my writing type shit. And from then on, that's like 2015, 2016, I was writing projects. Like I had by the time I got to college, bro, I probably had like 3-4 projects written type shit, like and completed.
That's hard.
Yeah, like, but I started recording them, and now it's like 4 years later, like, you know what I'm saying?
So it don't
Things
sound
is
the same.
different.
Don't feel the same.
Like, I won't fucking with them, and now we got For the Love of the Game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I revamped things to be. Like, that's the time period I wanted to make my debut of.
What made you want to pick that title for the tape, For the Love of the Game?
I grew up hooping, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hooper, bro. I think that's something anybody, everybody, anywhere, everywhere can relate to.
Yeah.
Like, for the love of the game, like, how much do you love this shit? How much is you willing to risk for this shit? You know what I mean? 'Cause what you willing to put into it?
No, for real, I feel like you gotta have like that hard work or just that mentality. You gotta lock all the way in or whatever you're gonna do. So it's like if you're gonna do music, like I said, no matter if it is basketball, any type of sport, music, you know, even if you're an academic scholar type person, like you gotta lock in and be like, this is what I'm trying to go with this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can half-ass all you want, but you ain't gonna see no results, and you can be just moving around wondering like, damn, I've been doing this shit for 3 years on. I ain't got no motion. It's like, cause you half-ass, like you ain't be putting the work in. So it's like, I don't know what you expect to come out of that.
But it'd be crazy.
Your heart's not in it.
Oh, facts.
Your heart's not really in it. Like if you half-assing something, I always say your heart's not really in it. You feel like you could be doing something different or something. It's like, no, you gotta go 100% or it's nothing. I always say multitasking is not a real thing. If you're not putting 100% like the task that you're at right now, it's already you're already failing in the situation.
That is true though, cause I be feeling like I be feeling I can do all these different things, all these avenues, but it's like if I'm not locking on it, like if I'm just like I'm working on this today, I'm working on the pod today, I'm working on the photos today, I'm working on a regular job tomorrow, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm not putting my all into it in a consistent enough time period to make it work. And I feel like especially in music, that's a testament to that too.
Bro, y'all niggas just like hit a nerve. For real, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, that's why I moved to Jersey. That's why I left Virginia, bro. Literally, like I left Virginia on some shit like where I knew I could finally give this shit a certain level of focus I've never been able to give it. Like, and I've always wanted to. So like now, like my money, like I can prioritize music with the money that I make.
And I see, like I said, like before we even started the interview, I saw like when you made that move, it's been a different kind of you, honestly, bro.
Yeah,
you putting stuff out. I don't know if that's just the manager telling you to put stuff out, but I see you doing shows now,
that was hard
podcasts, interviews, all types of stuff. And I'm like, you weren't doing this when you were out here, so I'm like, I'm glad that this move made you progress more in what you want to do in life. And that makes me so like it makes me feel good like when people are succeeding doing what they want to do and following their dreams like that makes me feel good.
Especially
like,
when
I'm
you
really
see
happy for you.
Especially you can see them come from a place that's like where they, you know, you saw them persevering, like you especially like, you know, we was locked in on studio sessions, you know, BTL, all that stuff, and like I can see you, you know what I'm saying, like develop, and it's like as somebody like for me that wants you to win, so it's like Jesse said, like you going to Jersey, you know, trying to get your mind right, get your focus on, like I said, come back here and there, do shows, you know, do real drops, you know what I'm saying, do the right way. So I feel like that is like we definitely gotta give you the applause for that, for wanting to like, you know, just lock in for real.
Now my next question with this is, with your sound, right? Has it switched up a lot? Like, have you changed it a lot since you first started? Because, like I said, like your sound is different. It's not like everybody else is putting stuff out.
Especially out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all niggas ready to make me get.
When I listen to you out there, I feel that. Like, I'll be like, okay, this got soul to it. Like, it's got. And that's what I like when I listen to music. I like to hear like that it's coming from people's hearts. I want to know if when you first started rapping, was it the same? Like, did you have a different style coming in, like rapping, than what you have right now? Because what would you even call your style? Also, like, wait for that a little bit first. Answer this first question. But what would you call what you do, like your genre of rapping?
Okay, so we starting with what would I call it? A nigga asked me that the other day, and I ain't stumbled, but I ain't answer that shit the way I was supposed to. So in real life, for real life, what me and my manager have kind of like curated, I think we could just kind of call it melodic rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's
the general consensus.
Yeah, melodic rap, like kind of like that trap soul vibe Bryson Tiller came out with. That same shit Fetty came out with. You know what I mean? Like,
I can definitely see that.
Like I'm that's kind of my lane for real, cause I can do both. So when I first started rapping, so now we go right back to the first question. When I first started rapping, I was very hip hoppy. I'm originally like I was born in New Jersey, bro. Like a very northern. You know what I'm saying? Like they call niggas Yankees. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that traditional hip hop was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Initially, it took me a long time to gravitate towards the southern culture, like the music, all that shit. Like, it took forever just because my roots was up north. But like growing up in Virginia, like you just can't help, your childhood, bro. I'm influenced by everything, bro. So I did start rapping on that hip hop shit, and I fucked with it heavy. But I still, like, when I got here, and I got into a position where I knew my music was about to come out, I didn't have the same confidence in it. Like in that lane, I knew I could do more. I knew my talent exceeded that. You know what I mean? I knew my marketability exceeded that. So like, but shouts out to my nigga Grim too, bro, cause he did some crazy shit in the studio. Like, we done came up.
That's my boy. I be telling his ass, you need to get right for real. Both of y'all, but I be telling both y'all, I be like, bro, cause y'all be having some shit, and the shit I be hearing, or the shit y'all do release, or the shit that I be hearing is exclusive that y'all, I be like, bro, y'all already tripping, bro, for real.
That nigga contributed to my sound a lot, bro.
Is it like a fear that you don't want to keep putting stuff out like consistently, like not even consistently, just like? I know some rappers, like, right, they just like to throw a bunch of stuff in your face, like, just all the time. Just here, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. But with you kind of like, you very picky kind of. I don't want to say picky because that's kind of like, you got negative connotations to it. But you're very selective about what you put out and what you give to people. Like, is there a reason for that?
Yeah, like it's everything strategic for real. Like everything strategic. And the main strategy, like the main focus of all time, is like quality. Like 100%. It always has to be good. Like, it always has to be illustrated as if my nigga Flea, once again. It always has to be illustrated as if it came through Sony. It came through Universal. Like, it gotta look like. You get what I mean?
Like it's already at that level.
Because the sound is there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know I can make the music, but I have to present myself as such, or otherwise they not gonna receive me as such.
I got you.
And that kind of goes like, I feel like manifestation too, in a sense, because it's like you are, like you say, you want your sound to already sound like something out of Universal, out of Sony, out of these big label teams. It's like you manifesting yourself at that pillar or that pinnacle of success that you want to do. So I feel like that makes sense too. How what's my question? Like, how many times did you have to listen to a song before you know, like, okay, I'm gonna put this out? Because like they say, you selective, so it's like you have the song, it's there, but you just really trying to strategize how you want to put it out for people to hear. So it's like, how, I guess, hands-on are you with like that certain songs? Okay, I'm gonna drop this now. I want to drop this then.
That shit is like on some not moving type shit. Like, I be standing on shit. Like so this first project. Because I told y'all how I came from. I had like several projects written when I got to ODU. You know what I mean? Like, and I only recorded like one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't like it no more type shit. So I'm only saying that shit to say, like, it's more so like a, I don't know, bro. It's like a, I wanted to make sure because I understand how people's perception work. Like I understand like what it's like to watch the consumer. You know what I'm saying? So like,
because we are there in a sense as well.
Yeah, like I'm still a consumer. I still listen to music all day, every day. Like I'm still a big fan of a lot of niggas. So like, what's important to me is making sure I'm like adhering to what the consumer wants. So even now, like, because I'm still building my fan base brick by brick, so this shit gonna get way more specific in the near future as I'm able to like analyze my numbers because I'm more consistent now.
100%.
But like, yeah, it's really just about trying to appease them, but still never step outside of myself. Like that's the balance. That's the duality right there. Like,
Well, so we know that the tape is coming out on your birthday, correct? So December 30th. Okay. Why did you feel like this year was like this moment this year was the time to finally drop it though?
Because it finally was what it was supposed to be. Like I've had music in my phone and other birthdays, but I wasn't where I needed. You get like
the
I
focus
said,
is there.
The focus is definitely there. Facts. Like I'm in a different position to where I know like my feet is on the ground and they won't stop moving now. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So like I know that's the case,
that's hard,
but also like the presentation, like
the rollouts and
it looks how like I'm coming out of a major label. Like this shit looks.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, and it wasn't that before. No matter how much music I had in my phone, like it wasn't that. But now it's that. My pieces is coming together. I got the LLC. You feel me? Like my label, my collective production company, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever we're gonna use it for, all of the above. You feel me? Like that shit is paid for. I got a business account. I'm picking niggas out my team to play roles. You feel me? Like niggas I grew up with who just fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all love mutually. Like niggas is like we chasing this shit together type shit. Like, but all of that, my resources is more accessible. I'm just able to do a lot more now. So like. And I'm also getting older, but I can't keep putting it off. So like,
you say all that to say, oh yeah, don't forget, I still got a time frame.
Yeah,
life shit. So yeah, go ahead and forget it.
Don't feel like that. I will say like, yeah, you are getting older and everything. Don't ever feel like age should be something to rush you though. Cause I always said like, it is people who are really young getting to it, but you gotta also realize this. Look at the baby. He didn't blow until he was like 30 something.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Big and Butcher, all of them.
All these people, like, it's never that thing, that age thing. I always say, just get that out your head as much as possible.
Word.
Cause there's people that do what I do, and then start really getting into it until they was older. You know what I'm saying? So like that, don't let that be a something to stop you from doing what you want to do, or slow you down, or just make you feel like you got to rush.
And I can understand why you feel like that too, because I be feeling the same way with certain things. It's like, I be feeling like, dang, I'm only, I'm already, 23, which is like a terrible way to think about it, but it's like.
Yeah, but you feel like it came so fast.
Yeah, it's
like I wrote my first tape, I was 15.
Yeah, see?
So like, you feel me? Like, this shit gotta come out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, and shit's going. Like, I don't even, like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to keep going through that. Because I'm very emotionally attached to my music. Like,
I feel like it's good practice.
As you should be.
Word.
As you should be.
Yeah, I feel like it's real good practice. Like, even if it don't come out, it's just like you just honing your craft. I mean, it's not like you the only person here. You might, show like Grim or somebody else that like, your manager Flea, and just show them, and then it's like, so you're not the only ears that's hearing it, so you'll get, tidbits and points from them, and just like you, as you grow, your ears and the taste of music you have grow as well.
Facts.
So then, it's all just like practice to learn, okay, I like how I sound with this part, but maybe not this part. For the next song I do, I'm gonna try to switch it up this time. So it'll sound different and stuff.
Yeah, bro, this shit, it's crazy. Really, it's about mastering your voice, and that's like an aspect of this shit that's kind of like unrealistic, like mastering your voice. But like, just understanding how, you know what I mean, the different inflections and shit you could do. Because every beat is different every time you approach recording.
Talk about speaking of that too, just mastering, try to get that right level. Talk about the production and like who you brought on the tape with, because it's a 6-song tape, right?
Word.
Yeah, so like talk about who you wanted to have on the tape and stuff like that.
Word. My nigga John Keesley.
Oh boy, John. Shout
That
out
nigga
John.
John Keesley, he that nigga, bro.
John's going crazy.
Shout out John Keesley, bro. That nigga, he that nigga, bro. John
yeah,
Keesley,
John's
that
hard.
nigga, bro. That's my dog, bro. Like, y'all hear these beats, like, local rappers don't have these type of beats, bro.
No.
And granted, like, we do, when we in the studio, bro, it's literally like, and you've seen it, that shit is like a 50-50, like, a cohesive, like we do that shit together.
I got
You know what I'm saying?
Do that.
Yeah.
A lot of artists they come up in there like, this is what I want and this is what you gonna give me. Like,
No, for real. I've been a lot of sessions like that too.
Yeah, you be saying them jumps.
Yeah.
I be having a little bit of like sternness with me, like this what I'm on, this what I want, but like we making music, bro. Like at the end of the day, like tell me what you want, tell me what you think, and tell me what you hear that I don't hear.